Hello and welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. It's the Man United Master League save. I'm Cultured Left Foot and it's a pleasure to have you with me. And today we face off against Celtic in the Champions League. And we are ready to go. I've gone through the team. I've selected who's going to start and play. And this is the lineup we're going for. It's going to be David De Gea in goal, Jones, Lindelof, Alderweireld and Tierney at the back, Fred, Ander Herrera and Mata sitting behind, Greenwood, Jesse Lingard and Mauro Icardi, who takes the captain's armband today. I just need to make sure that he does give the best. It's going to be, I think, is it 80? No matter who it is. Phil Jones coming in at right back is probably the biggest surprise at the moment. Let's give it to Ander Herrera. I like Ander Herrera. Although he's leaving, isn't he? Let's give it to David De Gea. Yeah, although David De Gea might be leaving in real life, who knows. They're lining up in a 3-1-4-1-1 formation, which is very strange. I can't remember what the group stage looks like. In terms of if we have to win, they're playing Timothy Weah. They're starting Timothy Weah. Anybody that's seen my channel previously will know that I'm a little bit addicted to Timothy Weah. I absolutely love the guy. I've been watching his potential. I've seen him live here in Singapore, play for PSG in a pre-season friendly last season. Yeah, I absolutely love the guy. I think, yeah, we'll be in our red kit. They'll be in their green and white stripes. I think I just wanted to put on the player name plate. That is what I wanted on, just so that I don't have any more mishaps with the commentary. Apologies, it's been so long since a video on Provo on the channel, but I ran out of time last week and then got whisked away to Hong Kong for work, and so didn't put any videos out at all of any description on the channel. So we're back. Hello and welcome to Celtic Park as we are here for the Champions League group stage game. Man United visiting the Scottish team Celtic, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Man United not in the best of forms but are coming back off a 2-1 win against Everton in their last game with some heroics from Paul Pogba, who sits out of today's game with a little bit of match fatigue. Vinko Peritin rotating his team around quite significantly, and we'll be back to go through those lineups of both teams. So Celtic lining up in a 3-5-2 formation. Gordon in goal, Simonovic, Boyata and Benkovic, Hayes, McGregor, Darmian, Brown, Incham, Weah, partners, somebody else up front who I didn't quite see. Man United line up with David De Gea in goal, Jones, Lindelof, Alderweireld and Tierney, Herrera, Mata and Fred in the middle, Greenwood, Icardi and Jesse Lingard starting in this game. A bit of a change team for Vinko Peritin, but the 4-2-1-3 formation appears to be paying dividends now as Tierney lines up against his former club, as does Matteo Darmian. It's going to be a very interesting game to see what happens as the game gets underway. And it goes back to Benkovic for Celtic. Up it goes towards Darmian, starting on the left. Not really a position we saw him play for Man United, but he has won a cheeky little free kick on the left-hand side. Can Celtic do anything with this? Now, I realise some of the graphics aren't what they were, but Provo's just had an update, and I need to update my Evo switcher to make sure it works. But at the moment, I'm sure it'll be fine. We have got all the ads working in the background though, which is good. As it's swung into the box, that'll be an easy header for Victor Lindelof. Icardi will bring the ball forward, flicks it out into the path of Greenwood, gets it into Mata, tries to get it back to Mata again, but Celtic come away with it. Darmian goes through the middle looking for Weah. De Gea is quick off his line and pounces on that really well. And Vinko Peritin will be happy with his goalkeeper there, and here they come looking to launch a counter-attack. Phil Jones comes forward with the ball, lays that in to Icardi, flicked on around the corner to Lingard. Out it goes to Juan Mata. The referee plays the advantage as Mata comes forward, puts that into Icardi's path, flicks it out wide to the on-rushing right-back. In it goes back to Lingard, chests it down, volley, great save from Craig Gordon, who turns that behind. And Man United worked that very well. Juan Mata maybe could have had a shot, but saw the space into Icardi, laid that out wide. And it was Phil Jones getting up from right back. Lingard with a great chest control volley. And it was a good save from the goalkeeper and captain for Celtic Park. For Celtic, Craig Gordon. Juan Mata stands over the free kick. He swings it into the box looking for Ander Herrera, but it's cleared away. And Darmian will look to pounce on it as he comes forward into Boyata. Up it goes towards Incham, who's then released Jamie Forrest with his burst of acceleration through. Victor Lindelof has to come over and does cover well. It falls to Timothy Weah, who's then just crowded out of it. And it's laid back to David De Gea very calmly by Fred in the middle of the park. As Man United are playing themselves into a bit of trouble at the back here. That's going to be a foul given away by Toby Alderweireld. It's played quickly, but all too quickly for the Celtic players as well, as Kieran Tierney fizzes it up the line towards Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard comes forward, looks to just cut in field, but it's a great tackle from Nisham. So it's played forward. Alderweireld is fouled as he intercepted that pass, and the referee will bring it back for a Man United free kick. Not much in that one. Alderweireld did get the ball first, and I think Forrest just left a foot in. A little accidental collision there, not much that could be done, but the referee saw it was worthwhile to give a free kick as Alderweireld takes this one short to Kieran Tierney, and that's a really poor pass, really well read by Forrest, who laid it into Weir. Tries to go back to the USA international, but couldn't get it past him. Fred holds onto the ball. Phil Jones has offered a run at the ball. Fred with a lovely ball, the outside of his boot. Phil Jones looks to lay it in. Icardi just caught on his toes though and not really going after the ball as it's sent forward. Really well controlled by Weir. Up to Forrest, back to Inshin. Over it goes, and Tierney has that one covered. Knocks it back very comfortably to David De Gea. Vinko Peritin won't be too impressed with this start, I think, as Neil Lennon's Celtic are holding their own here against Man United. You'd expect Man United to be the odds-on favourites as Icardi's just absolutely battered out of that one. It's played up the line, but it will fall very kindly to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof into Juan Mata. Juan Mata round the corner to Icardi. Icardi into Jesse Lingard. Tries to flick it over, but Scott Brown got back to win that header. Fred holds the ball up, sees Ander Herrera in quite a lot of space, and Ander Herrera lays that in to Juan Mata. Just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. It's a really poor clearance from Scott Brown. It's been headed from Icardi into Tierney into Icardi's path, who looked to be bundled off the ball, but the referee says play on. Ander Herrera picks it up again into Juan Mata. Juan Mata plays it in to Greenwood, who again just seems bundled off the ball. The referee's having none of it, letting quite physical challenges go, and Lindelof then puts his own physical challenge in on Forrest, who actually nearly intercepts his pass. Alderweireld back to Tierney. Game is frantically being played here at pace. Lingard gives it away, and Alderweireld's going to be caught out of position now as the ball goes over the top. Forrest heads it into the path of the winger, who plays it into Weir. Weir comes forward. He's brought two men out here with him. I reckon that's a good block on the cross. Herrera turns, plays a quick pass up towards Juan Mata. Juan Mata looks to just jink away, but his footwork's read really well, and Weir finds himself into a bit of space. Flicks it out wide looking for Hayes. Hayes easily robbed off the ball by Alderweireld, who then fires it up the line into Lingard's feet with a lovely pass. Lingard into Greenwood. Greenwood looks to dink it into Icardi's path. Oh, nearly a really poor touch from Simjonovic, but he's dealt with it well. Darmian comes forward. He's not really impressing too much against his former team as Greenwood comes forward with it. Just holds up, tries to tease the Celtic players into a tackle and holds on to the ball. Phil Jones back to Greenwood. Mason Greenwood fires a cross in looking for Lingard. Really well headed at the back post by Boyata, and Hayes completes the clearance, and Alderweireld will just let this one run out for a throw-in, and everybody can take a breath. Tierney with a throw-in up the line. 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's made it all the way through to Icardi. That was very poor defending as it's flicked through into Tierney's path. He fires it low across the ground. Icardi nearly got there, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And Icardi can't believe it, pleading for the corner. It was fired in low here, and Icardi got there, and was he caught late? The referee's given a goal kick, and it will be Craig Gordon to get us underway. But that was probably the most dangerous bit of play we've had so far in the game, which isn't giving it too much praise because it's been a very poor game, to be honest. No real clear-cut chances created by either team. As here is Timothy Weir, and he's laid in Forrest. Could this be the first real opportunity? Forrest is in, and David De Gea again pounces on the ball. Forrest taking far too long with that one. Thought he had more time than he did as the ball comes out to Greenwood looking for Icardi. Really poor pass, intercepted easily by Benkovic, and Weir finds himself in a bit of space. Lays that into Forrest's path. Forrest has got a lot of work to do. Lays it back to Weir. No, marking was terrible. Timothy Weir fires it into the roof of the net, and that is 1-0 Celtic. Man United all over the place at the back. A very easy finish for the on-loan striker Timothy Weir, on loan from PSG. His dad would have been proud of that one. And Timothy Weir makes it 1-0 Man United, and this is not what Vinko Peritin wanted. David De Gea not happy. Weir celebrating with his teammates. An easy finish for the USA international. As I don't know, just a lot of space in the middle. Lindelof came and went. Alderweireld didn't know whether to go to Forrest. When he did, he just really left Timothy Weir in acres of space. And that is 1-0 Celtic here at Celtic Park, and the first real opportunity of the game was related in a very easy goal for Timothy Weir. The game gets back underway. Fred lays it out to Kieran Tierney, who comes forward with the ball into Lingard, back to Tierney. Lingard in to Ander Herrera, tries to play up the line but deflected around in the middle, and that is half time. In the 44th minute, Timothy Weir gave Celtic the lead, and the next thing the referee does is blow the half time whistle. Man United and co will not be happy with this game. 60% possession but only one shot to muster from it. Brendan Rodgers' team playing very, very well here at home at Celtic Park. We'll be back for the second half, and let's see if there's any changes tactically or otherwise from Vinko Peritin. One sub at half-time then, as Mason Greenwood is pulled off and replaced by Anthony Martial in that right-sided midfield role. Jesse Lingard keeps his place up front alongside Mauro Icardi as Mata gets Martial straight into the game, and Icardi there trying to play a 1-2, covered really well by Benkovic and laid it back to Gordon. Great towering header from Alderweireld though. Mata into Icardi, round the corner to Jesse Lingard, just couldn't turn on the ball. Really heavy touch from the Englishman, it goes long. Alderweireld wins another header, releases it into Juan Mata, up to Lingard. Round the corner to Icardi, tackles diving in all over the place. Lingard and Mata caught, and a yellow card for Incham in the midfield for Celtic, and that was a pretty bad tackle. Jesse Lingard caught really, really late. Just flicked that ball off and you can see the trailing leg really taking out Jesse Lingard. And Mata stands over the ball. What can he do here? Juan Mata. It's him against the wall and against Craig Gordon. Juan Mata gets it up. Oh, just hits the top of the wall. Really good defensive jump from the wall. Juan Mata unlucky. That looked like it was going on target. So a great block from the defence. Mata quickly takes the free kick, trying to catch Celtic off guard, and it was Fred with the header straight into the arms of Craig Gordon, who balls that out really quickly and quite poorly as Phil Jones has it. He lays that in to Juan Mata. Tries the little cheeky back heel. It does find its way into Icardi. Lingard does get it back, gets his shot off. Will it fall to Icardi? No, it won't. It's cleared. Comes to Fred, who hits a first time shot. And surely Icardi was offside there, but the goalkeeper turns it around the post. And Man United are piling on this pressure. Vinko Peritin obviously getting into them at half time. A bit of pinball in the box. It was cleared away. Came to Fred, just thought he'd have a hit. And, well, Icardi, you can argue, was interfering with the goalkeeper, but the referee said play on. Juan Mata again fires it in, looking towards the back post this time. It will fall to Tierney. He takes a bit of a heavy first touch and gives it away as he was trying to turn with the ball in mid-air, as he does get back to tackle well. Fred then tries to put players under pressure, and here is McGregor. Up it goes through the middle, goes back, and Fred makes a good tackle. It falls to Lingard. Lingard comes forward up to Icardi, into Mata. Mata tries to feed it into Martial, but it's covered well by the back three of Celtic. They've had a very good game today back there for the team in green and white hoops, as it's slid over the top. Weir flicks it around with a nice little flick of the heel. Good feet from Forrest, who's put in Timothy Weir again. He's got the pace to get away from the back line. Dinks over to Gea, and it's 2-0 to Celtic. 2 goals for Timothy Weir. We know that Vinko Peritin is a big fan of his, and he's come back to show his manager, or show the Man United manager, what he could bring to the table. Timothy Weir makes it 2-0 to Celtic. Lovely feet from Forrest. Just drew the defenders in. It released Weir. De Gea came out, made himself big, but Weir just dinks it over him, and it is 2-0 to Celtic. And that is not going to be good if you're a Man United fan, or if you're Vinko Peritin, the Man United manager. Once again, it's showing Man United struggling to break teams down without their talisman, Paul Pogba. He means so much to this team. Half an hour to go, and they find themselves 2-0 down. Fred with a very poor pass straight into the feet of McGregor in the Celtic midfield. It goes out to Forrest. Forrest tries to play him Weir. He gets round Alderweireld's tackle. Weir on a hat-trick. Gets his shot off, and he's got the hat-trick. He hit it early and beat David De Gea, and this is an absolute magnificent display from Celtic. They went 1-0 up, and then they've hit Man United on the counter-attack, and Timothy Weir has bagged himself a hat-trick. A brilliant performance from the USA international. Forrest here again, just a lovely little ball through. Weir got it back, gave it into Forrest, laid it up the line. Weir with the hit, and that is 3-0 to Celtic. With that, Vinko Peritin rolls the dice. Big Romelu Lukaku coming on to replace Jesse Lingard, and Sancho on to replace Ander Herrera, with a bit more of an attacking outlook now for the team in red, as it's laid out to Phil Jones at right back, who I was going to say hasn't really impressed, but he hasn't had too much to do. Scott Brown with a flying tackle. Referee says that's acceptable. Jones in to Sancho, lays it out to Martial. Martial now comes forward with a bit of space, puts it in. Icardi lays that back, and it was just a really poor pass from Icardi. I think he played that into a blind area, not knowing where people were, as Weir gets around the tackle of Victor Lindelof. Lindelof chasing the ball, and Weir's got through again. His pace is just completely beating the Man United back line, and David De Gea comes out to gather that one as Lindelof gets the ball early and turns. Fires that up towards Icardi, but it's given away, intercepted well, and Man United just can't break through the midfield five that Celtic have here lined up at Celtic Park. It's very, very good defensive display from the Scottish team. Up it goes, up towards Icardi. Romelu Lukaku lays that out to Martial. There's Phil Jones on the overlap. His cross is blocked by Benkovic. It's cleared, and it's actually cleared very, very well. It goes to Darmian, who'll be very happy with this display against his former club. Forrest that looks to pick this pass up and does get it. In it goes to Scott Brown, up to Forrest again. He turns with it, lays it into the deadly Timothy Weir. He's held up and just showing great strength there to hold off Victor Lindelof. But Darmian gives it away to Phil Jones. In it goes to Martial. That's a poor pass, looking for Sancho. The Frenchman will be disappointed with that as he tries to keep the pressure on. It's Sancho putting the pressure on. It's played advantage by the referee. Forrest knocks that one back to Weir. Plays that back into Forrest. Phil Jones has got back cover, and Timothy Weir's pace again. De Gea reads in this time and comes out quickly to intercept. Fires up a pass towards Juan Mata. Lays that off into the path of Tierney. Tierney will not be happy coming back to Celtic Park and being on the losing end, but he has been given a free run into the box. Tierney shoots. He's hit the bar against his former club. So unlucky for the young Scotsman. And he smashes Craig Gordon's bar as that's the end of the game for Matteo Darmian, replaced by Ryan Christie and the left wing back spot. And here is Christie straight on to take the throw. It goes in. Lukaku couldn't put enough pressure on the header from Boyata. It goes up the line. Christie, Jones really pressuring high. Sancho tries to get in but gives away a foul, just catching Scott Brown on the ankle before reaching the ball. And this will be a day that Man United fans will want to forget, and hopefully won't be affecting their group standing too much. It could see them drop to the bottom of the group, and with a big game against Man City coming up in a derby, you would be expecting Vinko Peritin to really ring the changes as it goes out wide to bring in Christie with his fresh legs. Scott Brown is there, put under pressure again, feeds it into Weir. Good little touch and stop and turn, but it's intercepted well by Phil Jones as here comes Martial. Tries to feed it in to Lukaku, who looks to turn away. Feeds it into Icardi. Lukaku gets it back, gets a shot off. Easy for Craig Gordon to make the save though. And he balls it out straight away for Celtic, looking to really hit Man United on the attack here. Weir's, well, crowded out of it, but somehow held on to the ball. Fred turns and brings it away. Martial. And it goes towards Lukaku. Back to Martial again. Lays it off. Only 1 minute of added time to be played. Phil Jones into Sancho. Just not enough on the ball. Really poor from Phil Jones, that pass. And Weir brings it away. And this will surely be the end of the game. And it is 3-0. A Timothy Weir hat-trick. 44 on the hour mark and then 64 minutes. Not the performance Man United would have wanted. 3-0 to Celtic here at Celtic Park. And that is a disastrous result for Man United, as we see a highlight here. It started so well for Man United. Lingard getting a good shot off Gordon, making a good save. But with all of that, Celtic get the win at Celtic Park, 3-0, and there are your end of match stats. So Man United do hang on to second place in the group above Borussia Dortmund, who lost to Schalke. Only 1 point behind Schalke, Man United, so they are still fighting for top spot. Very interesting to see how that happens. But next up is the big game against Manchester City in the Premier League, and we've been offered the job offer at Brighton. Man, they really need to sort these job offers and stuff out because it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But we've got a mission. We have a mission. We won the rival match. We've got to reach semi-finals. We've got to win the match against Man City, which will be very tough. Lots of people called up for international duty. We'll be changing our team around because that was dreadful. Who have we found in the scouts? Van Dijk. We've found Virgil van Dijk, who's very to move to us. And, well, Hector Bellerin would be quite good, actually, because he's pacey on the right back, and we do need a backup right back. But, yes, that's the end of the episode. Very disappointing. But the big game is coming up next. It's Man City, and it'll be in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please do keep leaving your comments and stuff like that. That's a terrible performance. I'm going to put it down to rustiness and not playing Pro Evo for nearly a week and a half. So thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.